Hello everyone, this is Foxhound coming back again with another video. Apologies, I have been away for quite some time, but just because family, I'm going to be a dad, so priorities in life. Anyways, I am going to pretty much do a review on this particular plane over here that came on the bundle, the Phoenix Avella F-47 Phoenix. My goodness, the name of it. The US 6th generation F-47 strike fighter, concept by Rodrigo Avella. Rodrigo Avella, wonder who the hell he is. He's pretty much going to be the successor of the F-22, and we are going to evaluate, is this going to be worth it or not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this into a test match, then I'm going to bring it against AI, and finally I am going to bring it against other players. But first, let's compare it with, guess what, the HELLCAT, because the Rodrigo Avella is pretty much a HELLCAT. So yes, of course, I'm going to have my comments after that at the moment, or maybe I should just give them right now. You don't have to wait. They nerfed the HELLCAT. It was not free to play, but still, I mean, most people could get it. So destroy the HELLCAT, and then afterwards they bring this thing that is pretty much a freaking HELLCAT. So that's pretty much what is happening over here. So now, well done everyone, congratulations. Now only the people with money is able to have access to something that looks like HELLCAT. Well done, bravo. You should have not done that, but anyways. You're seeing that the burst damage is higher, not by a lot, just 500 on the new one. But it can also target submarines, so one of its missiles can target submarines. So as you can see, green in everything, it's in speed and everything is just looking very flashy. The only thing that the HELLCAT is slightly higher is pretty much on the on what really? No, it is pretty much an upgrade on the HELLCAT, as you can see. It is pretty ridiculous. I'm going to bring the two of them so you can see the differences. So we're going to start an initial practice over here. I'm taking out the Nemesis because, again, this is my what's it called, content creator account. So let's first showcase what are we going to do with this thing. First of all, it looks dope. It is fast. It's only two of them. Maneuvers not as high as, of course, I mean, actually it's pretty higher, faster than the HELLCAT. At the beginning I thought it was not, but that's not true. And we're going to look over here at the burst damage. Of course, if our Nemesis stops interfering a little bit, yeah, it's okay. So we are going to launch it over here. Okay, let's see what happens. So total burst damage over here is going to be of roughly 200,000, and yes, everything is anti-flare, anti-freaking flare, with the exception of that one. Yeah, so the nuke is going to be anti-flare. Let's bring it over here. If we go here, yep, the nuke is anti-flare. It can also target submarines as well. Let's see if we are able to target submarine. Yeah, the submarine here. Where is that submarine hiding? Is literally behind me. There we go. So yes, you will be able to target submarines for a total of 90. So you could say this is a slightly better improved HELLCAT, but I mean, I'm going to tell you my point of view regarding that. Because on the other hand, the HELLCAT, of course, is almost the same. The only difference is that you have only 2 missiles instead of the 3 of them. Yeah. So technically, you have more potential of burst damage if you are not using the cannon with the new strike fighter. But both of them have the nuke that is pretty much it can be flared. Okay, so because everyone was crying about it, so there we go. Now let's go and finish this, and we're going to bring it into a match. Let's see. So I'm going to put two of them, assuming that you're going to have a midway. So let's see if I am able to find it very quickly. Apologies for that. Let's see, so we're going to select it over here. I'm going to very quickly start upgrading this thing. But aside of that, what are my thoughts about the strike fighter? Does it look dope? Yes, it looks dope. It comes for a total of roughly 35 pounds. No, I think it's 30 pounds. We're going to go back into the number. So if you decide to get two of them, good for you, is going to be 60. What are my thoughts about it? Lately, I have not been spending that much money into the game, for a reason. You realize that for all items, not including just the strike fighter, all items, they come busted, and then afterwards they are going to nerf the heck out of it. So then it's like putting your money into something that afterwards is going to be crap. That is how I feel about it. So I'm very picky on what I throw my money on. This one I'm showing because I may consider getting it, but we are going to find out. All right. So we are going to bring this into an online match, as you can see. Technically I should not do that, but well, I mean, you live once. If I lose, I lose. I mean, I don't think it will happen, but I have not been using this account for quite some time. So again, my thoughts about it is that lately, I mean, you have seen a lot of things, ships that come busted and then they get nerfed. It happened with the HELLCAT. So you really have to be picky on what you're going to put your money on, especially because nowadays there are a lot of items that are coming into the ranked store that you can get for free. So if I started this game, I would have absolutely considered not spending any dime into it, depending on what class of ship you choose actually. And then just use items from the rank store. Maybe I would have just used a Nanchang and then just get the coins to buy whatever I want. But anyways, let's go back into this. I'm going to imagine this is midway, but at the same time I just want to have a slightly more relaxed time on the gameplay. That's why I'm bringing the Nemesis. But who knows? Who knows? Yes, maybe they're going to beat the crap out of me. I have not used this ship for quite some time. Nemesis, something that I wanted, but yeah. We are going to, as usual, take out everything. Let's see what we have over here. So we are going to open the map first, and then after I open the map, I'm going to tell you my thoughts about it. We are going to start lining our strike fighters, right? And let's see what we are able to do over here. Yep, so we are going to start attacking. And that's the thing, you have a total of 3 missiles and 2 of them are anti-flare and very powerful on top of that. So let's see what we are able to do with this. It's going to be like extremely effective. Something that I'm noticing is that the nuke takes more time than the HELLCAT. But maybe that's just me. I am literally just grabbing this plane for the first time. But so far it seems that it does pretty good. I am going to retreat and keep this one alive to continue our assault. I'm also going to keep the Nemesis. I'm going to hide it as well. Yet underwater, it is time to hide. That's the busted thing about the Nemesis, that you can just take some damage, then hide, and you're all good to go. Yeah. So off we go. It was very nice to see you. Very good. Okay. So now that I am hidden, I can proceed to again launch everything and start being annoying. Maybe I should consider trying to get a Nemesis in the future. I don't know. I gave up a little bit on the idea of getting a Nemesis in tournaments because of time, just mainly time. But I am just going to. Oh my God! This submarine is having a bad time. Plus, yep, that happened. So what are my thoughts about this strike fighter, aside of Nemesis just being Nemesis? I have to check with you guys the missiles. I have to check if they are how quickly the reload is on the nuke. It feels that it's slower, but maybe that's just me. That's going to be an important factor. You can also target planes as well, so it's yeah, you can target everything with strike fighter. So it's good amount of money. I have a subscriber over here. Hello. Making video. So let's see what are we going to do over here. And that was pretty much game. I'm going to have a second match, and then we take it from there, right? 2 destructions, first on the team. Nothing too flashy. For me, Nemesis and Midway are almost kind of the same. Of course, Nemesis can't hide, but we take it from there. I am going to check on the reload of the missile. I want to make a slight comparison, right? So let's see the nuke takes a total of 10 seconds in order to be live. Let's put it this way. If I go back into the, let's see, the trusty HELLCAT. Where is it? Let's go to the Americans over here. HELLCAT, here you go. So if I go into the HELLCAT, we're going to see that the nuke on the HELLCAT is going to take roughly 8. Yeah, so I was right. So it's roughly, no, actually it's not true. 10 on the nuke, so it's pretty much the same on both. So I guess that was just me. They pretty much have the same timing. On top of that, on the nuke and the missiles, that is pretty much ridiculous. And we are going to bring this into a second match, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts about it. Should you invest into this or not? We have a very relaxed match, Vikings Bay over here. So yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a wait. So we have a total of 7 to go. Yeah, we have quite a number of people on the game at this moment. So we're going to try to do this second match fairly quickly if possible. But I think I'm going to give you my reviews right now on the game. And on this strike fighter. Should you consider getting it? I think it is very good. But for me, I mean, the HELLCAT can, I mean, if you are very good with the HELLCAT, I think you will be able to do the same, kind of the same. This is more like, I mean, in my eyes, I think it's more like a strike fighter that was like a HELLCAT that is very easy to use. And I mean, that's why pretty much you are using it, right? Because it's very easy to pull off games with this. Meaning you don't have to time your missiles, you can just bother on just pressing the button, and you will be able to pretty much do what you will do with a HELLCAT, but without the hassle of learning how to use ships or the strike fighters. So I think that is something to consider. Should you consider getting it? It is very tricky. Lately I have been on a situation when I don't want to promote buying something if I think it is going to be nerfed or something. That's why, for example, I have checked the recent event at the moment, for example, the battleship and all these things, and in my eyes doesn't make a lot of sense to buy these things because we already have a very good battleship that is free to play. So why do you want to waste your money on a good one? We understand it's a German, it looks like the what is it called, the name of this battleship, I forgot the name, but we already have like nostalgia for the previous battleship that we got that is German, and now we got this thing, but it's gacha, and you have to spend such a big amount of resources in order to get that. Really makes you question your decisions, you know. well, anyways, I'm deviating. This strike fighter, if you get it, I don't think you will be disappointed. But if you are the type of person that has found yourself using 2 Hellcats already, then I will say it depends how deep your pockets are. Because pretty much you are getting a slightly better Hellcat. That's pretty much what it is. Well, not slightly better, but you are yeah, I mean, I think it is worth it. Yeah, I mean, there's not much. I cannot counter this enough as much as I wanted to. The only downside that I can find to this, like any other thing, is that it's going to, I mean, hopefully it doesn't happen, but now the game has come into this trend of, yeah, let's release something and then it's nerfed. People are going to start crying about this, they will be nerfed, and then you're going to say, okay, I spent this amount of money just for something that is going to be touched at the end. At least the Hellcat, you already know for certain that it has already been touched. It will not be touched anymore. So that is the reason why you will consider choosing the Hellcat over this, I will say. These may get touched, may get nerfed again. Well, chances of course are slightly less because people pay money for this, so pay to win people will be very angry if they just have this plane nerfed. So, well, here we have the statistics, 1,400. Again, I was just chilling. Nemesis is just Nemesis, right? That was another Nemesis player. YouTuber, I guess. I'm not sure. Yes, I think yes. But yeah, that's pretty much my review on this one. But yes, I'm more than happy to hear your point of view regarding are you going to get it, are you not going to get it, what you would like to hear from my side. For the time being, I leave you on the weekend. Make sure that you're drinking water. Be careful with the heat wave if you have it. In the UK, it's terrible, the heat wave. For the time being, thank you very much for watching. This is Foxhound signing off. Have a good day, everyone.